I have no idea what the New York Mets are doing with their starting rotation. In this video, I'm going to react to the report that the New York Mets are showing interest in both Corey Kluber and James Paxton by attending their workouts. If you guys like this video talking about the latest rumor and what I think about certain players and how they are a potential fit with the Mets or other teams and just my overall take on that player, make sure to leave this video a like. Comment, what do you think about Corey Kluber? What do you think about James Paxton? Do you think that those are two starting pitchers that the Mets should aggressively pursue? Because we know that the rotation is a big-time need, and the Mets have got to do something for that rotation. And if you told me, what they did was a Kluber or a Paxton, I wouldn't be too thrilled about that because there are a lot of question marks for these two pitchers. That's why they're having these workouts in the first place. If these guys were fully healthy, we know that they're going to contribute a lot to a team. They wouldn't need to have these individual workouts so teams could really assess where they're at health-wise and performance-wise. It definitely is a red flag that you're interested in pitchers that need to have these workouts because they feel that they're not proven enough. So that array just really does not set off a good example where you can't really be taking chances in the rotation. And then if you want to do a nice gesture, you could hit subscribe. It's free, it's quick, it makes my day, makes me happy. So let's talk about this report. Now, Corey Kluber is a guy that we know not too long ago was a Cy Young winner. If you play MLB The Show, you know he has a 99 card that for a while was probably the best pitcher in the game. Current Corey Kluber is not the 99 Kluber anymore. He is a different pitcher because he's gotten older. When opening day arrives in April, Corey Kluber is turning 35, so he's getting up there in age. Corey Kluber's best years are behind him, so everything from now on is just going downwards. Seeing the multiple injuries that Corey Kluber has had recently shows you that as he's getting older, his body is breaking down and he's not healthy nor the same pitcher that he was. In 2019, he had some injuries with Cleveland, but all in all, had an ERA above 5, which is not the Corey Kluber that we are used to. That was a guy that was winning 20 games, had a 2 ERA, really, really good pitcher. But then in 2020, he was hurt again. So now that's 2 straight years of being hurt. It's very hard to count on Corey Kluber being that same guy that he was 3 years ago or anywhere close to that guy. And the other problem is, could he even stay healthy to be that guy? Because let's say that Corey Kluber still has the stuff, still has his velocity, pitch movement, all that stuff, that he still could be really good. Even if he could he stay healthy to even be able to get the full effect of how good Corey Kluber could be? That we don't know yet. And for me, if I'm going to a workout to see Corey Kluber pitch, I need more than that. I can't just watch a guy look at his velocities and his pitch movement and be like, okay, I know for a fact he's going to translate really good and still be a very good pitcher. It's a completely different thing to pitch in an individual workout compared to pitching in a major league game. It's different when it's a 162 game season or maybe even a shortened season again, and just see how Kluber would do against the Dodgers, against the Braves, against the Padres in these head-to-head matchups. That's a very different workout. We know that the Mets passed on Sagano because they were interested in other areas, and Joel Sherman said one of those possibilities were Odorizzi. Well, now we're hearing the Mets have minimal interest in Odorizzi. So now, what is the Mets' plan in the rotation? Because they're not getting Bauer, not getting Sagano. I guess they're not getting Odorizzi. Tanaka, the rumor is Yankees or Japan. We'll see about that. We don't know if that's true quite yet. But if you're telling me that it's come down to Paxton or Kluber as the guy for the Mets rotation, I'm not thrilled about that because that isn't good enough. Because Kluber or Paxton, once again, you have to count on that they're healthy. Number 2, you have to count on they're good. So that's 2 bad things to count on. And you mean to tell me that they have to go up against the Dodgers rotation or the Braves or the Padres? That really is not a good recipe for success. I would rather the Mets pursue the Sonny Gray trade. The Mets have just got to do something better than that because these older, I've talked about it a lot, but I just don't think that Paxton and Kluber, you're taking such a big chance on for something so important. It's not like the Mets already have a good rotation, everyone's healthy, and then you're just counting on one of these other guys just as a depth piece. No, you're actually counting them to be a significant contributor, possibly even a number 2 until Noah Syndergaard comes back, and then once again, banking on Syndergaard to be healthy. And until Noah comes back, you're also relying on Steven Matz to be the number 5 pitcher after he had a really bad year last year. All in all, I just don't like the way it looks right now as far as the starting rotation, and you obviously have got to get Springer. I mean, if you're going to go the route of Kluber or Paxton or some of these starting pitchers at such a lower level, you already went cheaper at catcher. You got to go big in center field with George Springer because it looks like you're not getting Bauer. So the Mets have got to go big somewhere. I imagine it's Springer. The Mets still have not gotten to that 150 number, which is what Springer is looking for. And what are you waiting for? Because Toronto hasn't got to it either. So make the deal. Put the money up. We just saw that Cohen made over $1 billion last year. Prove it. Go sign George Springer. $150 million. Take it. Let's go. No more waiting. No more games. This has dragged on into January, and every single day you hear rumors and this and that about Springer, and enough is enough already. Just sign the guy. Just give him what he wants, and let's see what happens. Because, again, I am tired of every day. I'm like, oh, the Mets are going to get Springer. Oh, the Blue Jays are going to get Springer. Is another mystery bidder going to come in? I'm tired of worrying about that. I just want the deal to get done already. We'll see how Kluber and Paxton look in their workouts, and then the Mets can make their decision from there. Again, I don't agree with it. I don't like it, but there aren't that many other great starting pitcher options out there. I like Taijuan Walker because he's younger than, obviously, Corey Kluber is 35, but we haven't really heard anything about the Mets and Walker, so that definitely is unfortunate. So until the next one, be safe, be smart, be healthy, and let's go Mets.